Hello everyone, my name is Kaylin Terry, and today I will be talking about the Apple Education Program, which is a part of the education community for Apple. Moving right along into the presentation, today I will be covering the introduction, which is basically going to give an overview of the project and what courses I completed. We're then going to move on to the program description, telling you what is Apple Teacher, who it's for, how it works. I'm then going to move on to the evaluation framework, QM and COI. We're then going to go into a course evaluation, basically saying how I feel about the program, the strengths and weaknesses it has, and any summary takeaways about the experience as a whole. So, hello again, everyone. I decided to do my final presentation on the education community for Apple Teaching, which is a free self-paced professional learning program designed by Apple specifically to cater towards educators. And it mainly supports teachers in building specific skills with Apple products, mainly iPads and Mac computers and laptops, while also helping teachers apply these tools effectively in our classrooms to enhance learning. At its core, Apple Teacher is about empowering educators with technology. It is available to teachers with any skill levels, whether you're just starting out or already confident with Apple devices. I have many Apple devices. That's basically all I use, so I do find this extremely helpful, being that is what I use. So any Apple product that has already come out, I 9 times out of 10 get, because I just find Apple to be more convenient for me and my needs. But I do have a district assigned laptop for my county, which I use for, the professional side of things, but for everything else, I use my iPad and my Mac computer. So once you get to this page, you're just going to log in with using your Apple ID. And with this, you'll get access to a full site, which you're seeing here, of interactive learning materials, hands-on tutorials, and digital skill building resources. So moving on to the Learning Center and our badges. I'm just going to explain how these badges work and how you achieve one. It's loading. Okay. So here you'll see my profile. When you're actually signing up for an account, they'll have you put what school district and what school you teach at, just to have that in their system. And as you can see, this program is divided into 2 main tracks, iPad and Mac. Each track includes a series of badges. These are like mini courses that focus on specific skills or tools. For example, you can earn badges in using Pages, Keynote, iMovie, GarageBand, Numbers, and many more. There are also badges that focus on creativity, coding with Swift Playgrounds, and even accessibility features. Each badge includes a short lesson just to know what you're going to be learning about, followed by a quiz to check your understanding. So for each one of the badges that I did earn, I reviewed a lesson that took maybe 5 to 10 minutes to look over each lesson, and then I took a short quiz to complete all of these badges. Once I did complete these badges, I became a recognized Apple Teacher, and I earned an official Apple Teacher badge that I can share on my resume, on my portfolio, and even on social media platforms, which I find that to be pretty cool. What's really powerful is how teacher-focused and classroom-friendly the content is. For example, it just doesn't show you how to use Keynote. It walks you through things of how to use it, kind of like it would as if you were a student. And it connects technology to real classroom strategies. So I'm just going to pull up an example of what I mean by this. I'll just do Mac, and then everything for Mac. Okay, pages. So up here, these are all the lessons that it'll take you to from templates to text, photos, shapes, audio, video, tables, books, page layout, collaboration, and then you will take your quiz to earn your badge. So you'll first start with templates, and it basically gives you an overview of what a template is. Every document starts with a template, a coordinated set of fonts, colors, and layouts. That way you can customize it the way you like. Choose a template that is best suited for your document. So it'll basically give you the exact steps of what you should do in order to find your template. So step 1, create a new document. It'll take you to step 2. You'll choose a template. Step 3, replace placeholder text. Step 4, replace placeholder images. Step 5, save and choose a file. So this is very, very beginner friendly, user friendly. Anybody can, any teacher should, I feel like all teachers should become Apple Teacher Certified, because, there's just no way of saying what kind of technology a district is going to use. And I know many districts that also use Apple products. The first framework I used was Quality Matters. This framework checks if a course is well designed and organized for learners. I used it to evaluate several areas of the Apple Teacher program, including the learner objectives, certain assessments, and instructional materials provided. I also look to see how accessible the course is for everyone, how clearly it introduces each section of what topics we're going to learn about, and the types of learning activities included. Overall, this program helped me focus on how effectively the course is structured and whether it supported a smooth learning experience. The second framework I used was the Community of Inquiry, which focuses on the overall learning experience. The 3 areas of focus for COI include cognitive presence, teaching presence, and social presence. Now, with cognitive presence, I asked myself whether or not the course helped me think and apply what I learned, which the answer to that was yes. With teaching presence, I looked at how clearly the content was delivered and how easy it were for me to follow the instructions. And for social presence, I looked at whether or not there are ways to interact with either more peers or my teacher, which the answer to that was no. There was not any room for social interaction. I'm now going to move on to the strengths that comes out of the program, and the biggest I would probably say is that it's very easy to follow. The modules are well organized with clear instructions, which make it easy to navigate through each section. The platform is very clean and user-friendly, and I do like the fact that it's self-paced, so you can work at your own pace. And I know with being a teacher, life tends to get very hectic, but I do enjoy that it's self-paced, so you can work on your own time. Each module has quizzes that you can check your understanding, and you also earn a badge as you pass each quiz, which make it seem like they want to kind of keep you motivated to keep getting more and more badges. Most importantly, the content is directly useful for the classroom and teaching, so I find that to be very, very helpful, that I can apply everything I learned right away with my students. Now moving on to the weaknesses, and I have to point out that there are very few to note. One issue is that there's no peer interaction and you're completely learning on your own from just you and a computer. There's no teacher, there are no classmates, and there's also no direct instruction or discussion from either or. The course also doesn't adapt based on your skill level, so whether you're a beginner or whether you're super duper advanced, everyone gets the same content, everyone is on the same level. And lastly, there's no personalized feedback or support, which means you don't get any guidance besides the automated quiz results, which I kind of find that to be a little daunting because all it really tells you is to go back and review the module. It doesn't really give a clear explanation on why you got the question wrong. The Apple Teacher Program meets several Quality Matters standards, including learning objectives that are clear, quizzes that match the content, and materials that are easy to follow. It is also easily accessible, so you can do it from your computer, your iPad, your phone, anything you have available. The course overview and instruction is extremely clear, and it includes activities that support real classroom use. Moving on to the alignment it has with CLI, this program supports cognitive presence by helping me learn and apply new skills. It shows teaching presence by providing clear instructions, but it does lack a social presence, so there is no way to communicate with your instructor and your peers. Overall, I would say that my biggest takeaways for Apple Education is that it is a self-paced, self-learning platform for educators. It's pretty good if you ask me. It's easy to use and packed with helpful tools and extremities. The only thing I would have to say is that the lack of socialization was a bit surprising, and it might not best fit for learners who need extra support. Overall, I would highly recommend it to other educators looking to build their tech skills for free, and it'd be an easy course. This would really help with learning to navigate future Apple products and implement it in your classrooms. I also feel that adding peer interaction and offering instructor support will offer a community space where teachers can connect and share their ideas and also receive feedback from a mentor. I will also like to have the option for more personalized feedback so that we know what we need to go back and review instead of just saying, oh, you passed or you failed. Here are a list of my resources. Finally, I want to say thank you guys for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you so much again.